Okay, am I visible now? Excellent connection, yes. Am I visible now? Good. Can you see this? Keep it here. Let me see. Okay. Okay, that's good. In. Good afternoon. I'm getting ready for the live session and waiting for a few more people who are supposed to join. I'm not sure. Okay, now let's get back to business now that things are set up. One question on everybody's mind is Nifty is at 17,323. It is at the highest level, lifetime high. And a question that comes to everybody's mind is what next? Are we in for a correction? That's the question that everybody is asking these days. So I thought, let me answer this question. Let's start with a simple Fibonacci analysis before we do anything else, to see where the markets are. If you have something to say, please write in the chat box so that I'll be able to get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, if you happen to see this see the Fibonacci numbers here. If you look at what has happened to Nifty has gone up right from 7,568 to 17,323 in a one way. It is one way up from from 20th March 2022 as of yesterday, 3rd September 2021. A lot of people have been talking about whether Nifty has already run its course, and should we expect a correction. What usually happens, and what my reading is, it's very obvious here. If you look at the drop from something like 15,000 from something like 12,342, the high for 12,421, the high of January 2020, and the low of March 2020 is 7528. So 12,400 minus 7,500 is what we are looking at. We are looking at 4,900 points drop between January 2020 and March 2020. This drop multiplied by 1.62 comes to 7,938, and if you add this to your 12,500, you get something like 20,438. This is where this rally is going to stop. So Nifty's target is around 20,000. It may be anywhere between 19,500 to 20,500. In time, this rally may fall off. Now, what does this mean for the investors? This means that we are very, very near the top of Nifty. The top can be called off anytime now in another 1,000 points, 1,500 points max. So we'll start, I think, once we cross 18,000, there will be huge euphoria, and people will start talking about index, the Nifty going to stratospheric levels. I believe some large investors, some big names in the industry will come and say that Nifty is poised to go to 30,000, 40,000 in the next 3 years, next 2 years, and things like that. All these kinds of talks will start happening. Probably Diwali we will see that we will top off on the Nifty or much earlier also, much earlier too is possible. And then once everybody gets into the market, that's the time when the markets will start falling down. So today's live stream was basically to tell people, to caution people that the end of the bull run is very near. It's around 1,500 to 1,800 points from here on the Nifty. Be careful. Don't jump at any and every stock that people will now start recommending. We may also have a penny stock rally anytime now, and this penny stock rally will take people down. So be careful. If you look at what Nifty, what is the valuation of Nifty these days? Nifty is around at a PE of around 28 to 30, which is very, very high, and so we are nearing the highs. It is always said that when people who have no connection with the markets start talking about the markets, that is the time when people deeply entrenched in the markets get out of the market. So be ready for correction. This correction may not be something, I'm not talking about any doom bloom, I'm not a doom boom story kind of a guy. I'm not going to predict any doom for the market. Even when the Nifty corrects, I believe it will correct up to 15,000. So from 19,500 to 15,000, or from 20,000 to 15,000, 15,500 would be a good 25% correction. So be ready for this kind of a correction. If you look at some stocks, you will find that their price to earnings ratios are stratospheric. Lot of stocks have crossed 50 P in the last 2-3 months. A price to earning ratio of 50 is not sustainable unless the results speak for themselves. Of course, the results are going to be very good. Corporate results are going to be very good in September end, and of course, and December end also. So the results will catch up with the PEs probably in January, and therefore this live stream is for cautioning investors that a correction is imminent. Maybe we start somewhere in the third quarter of 2021, that is, or the fourth quarter of 2021. When I say third quarter of 2021, it means financial year 2021, that is October, November, December of 2021 is where you will find correction happening, and the earnings will catch up in October and in December, in the September end and December end. Once the earnings catch up in December end, we will have a new euphoria coming up with the budget being presented somewhere in the last week of January, on the last day of January. So by the time the budget gets presented for 2021-22, this correction would have been covered too. But remember, we are here for a 3-month layoff kind of a thing on the Nifty. Before that, the bank Nifty will also hit lifetime highs. So the party is still on, but the party is bound to end in the next 15-20 days, in the next month or so. We are today on 5th September, probably 15th October or end of October we will find this party ending. So be cautious and be ready. Keep your powder dry. When the market is down, that is the time to jump into the markets. We are in a structural bull run, as large investors usually say, and this bull run will take the markets to highs, but that does not rule out the small blip that is expected in the next quarter. I hope the message is pretty clear. I've been live for now for maybe 15 minutes. There are no targets as such. I'm not going to talk of any stocks or any targets, but what I thought I would do is caution the investors for the blip, for the pullback in October, November, December. So get ready for investing during the last quarter of 2021. Thank you.